other person he'd known who he'd thought was as good. He shook his head to rid his thoughts of another sweet and generous woman who, in the end, turned out to be neither.
Thank you. I wonder how much longer before Lexi and Drake will need a midwife.
She raised her eyebrows, hoping for gossip. I imagine once they start, they'll need one fairly often. His sister wanted a whole passel of kids, and Drake would give her whatever she wanted. Mitch thought he'd be a good father, but since having a family was out, he'd settle for being the coolest uncle ever. All of a sudden, the air around Mitch changed, causing the hair on his arms to stand. It wasn't the type of sensation that triggered danger, but it was definitely a warning.
Oh, look, there's Dr. Preston. She's the one I wanted you to meet, Mitch.
I don't need you to set me up.
I know that. The whole county knows how easy it is for Mitch to get a lady. Jenny laughed. But I still want you to meet her. Dr. Preston?
Jenny looked behind him and waved. The warning grew more intense until Mitch couldn't help but turn around and stare right into the beautiful hazel eyes of Sydney Preston. His heart stuttered in his chest as a wave of conflicting emotions, anger, love, bitterness, joy crashed through him. His first instinct was to leave, which only pissed him off. He'd stared down insurgents in the Middle East. He could survive seeing Sydney Preston. Another, equally strong part of him wanted to touch her, to hold her close and see if she felt as soft, smelled just as sweet as he remembered. But he wouldn't succumb to her charm again. Like a steel gate, everything inside Mitch closed.
Dr. Preston is our new OBGYN from New York. She's helping out at the free clinic, too. Dr. Preston, this is my husband, Kevin, and our friend, Mitch McKenna. They're Charlotte Tavern's finest police detectives. But watch out for Mitch. He's a real ladies' man.
The hazel eyes that had once captivated him flashed with surprise, and maybe panic. But then it was gone, replaced by a blank smile. Hi. He choked out the word, not wanting to appear rude. At the same time, he wasn't going to go out of his way for a chummy reunion. She didn't deserve his recognition, so he wasn't going to give it. Her head tilted to the side, and a slight smirk crossed her lips. Actually, we've met.
Really?
Jenny's voice suggested intrigue and delight at the prospect.
Where?
We went to college together. Sydney held his gaze. If she wouldn't flinch, neither would he.
Oh, wow. Hey, maybe you know his old girlfriend. Poor Mitch lost his heart to her, and she crushed it like a bug.
Honey, Kevin patted Jenny on the back while casting Mitch an apologetic smile. Mitch didn't know if Kevin was intervening because he knew no man liked to have his emotional history laid out in public, or if he recognized there was something more between Sydney and him. Probably both. Kevin was observant and insightful, which is what made him a skilled detective, one that Mitch was grateful to have as a partner.
What?
Jenny blinked up at her husband. Yes, I knew her. Sydney's tone was matter-of-fact. Mitch's eyes narrowed with scrutiny as he waited to see if she was going to admit to being the one who squashed his heart. Jenny turned her attention back to Sydney.
Was she a real bitch? I heard she came from a rich family that didn't like Mitch. But what's not to like, right? I mean, he's as yummy as cherry pie.
I thought that was me, Kevin pouted.
You're peach pie. My favorite.
She smiled coyly at Kevin, who gave her a wink. Mitch imagined there was a story there, but blocked his brain from filling in the details of what it might be.
Speaking of peach pie, why don't we go to the cafeteria and get some? Jenny suggested. We can let Mitch and Dr. Preston get to know each other.
I don't need to get to know Dr. Preston. I'm sure I'm not her type. He knew the minute was out of his mouth that Jenny would reprimand him.
Why, Mitchell McKenna, your mother would light you up if she knew you were being so rude. I'm so sorry, Dr. Preston.
It's okay. Sydney waved the comment away, much like she'd waved him away.